One. Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know. Gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning? Whose idea was that? Oh, wait a minute. It was my idea. But that's why I'm still in bed, baby. Me? I'm FayWhat? And I'm going to help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's going to be a great week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we are live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and of course Facebook. I'm also on demand. It's Monday, February 20th, 2023. Wow, it's already the end of February. How crazy. So let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was talking about? What the hell am I going to do with a gay boy? I have no idea where to begin. It's been a very long time since I've seen a penis. Anyway, our first segment is called, wait, no, that's not true. I went to a boy bar the other day and I saw a big penis. Anyway. Not the point. Our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late, and it is all about the boy in bed with me today. This morning, I'm joined by my gay guy pal, DJ Eric. Good morning, Eric, and welcome to Faye's Bed.
Oh my God, thank you for having me. By the way, this bed is extremely comfortable.
Isn't it comfortable?
Yes, it really is.
Listen,
I thought it was a set. It's a real bed,
No, it's
honey.
a real bed.
Yeah.
I've taken naps on it. I've had, 3 drag queens, 2 gay boys, and a twink. I mean,
You must
all
be
in bed with me.
exhausted. Exhausted.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about how big the penis was at the party. We're going to have to talk about that after. Okay, when it cuts, we'll talk about that after.
Eric, I'm so happy that you were able to get in bed with me today, puppy.
Listen, we met at the event for Sunsurf.
Yes.
It was an instant connection, and from there we just got into bed. I don't get into bed with another woman that often and that fast. So I'm happy to be here, honey. But if it is a woman that I'm going to be in bed with, it's going to be a lesbian, especially a power lesbian.
Thank you. Yes, power bottom. That's me, like Little Nas X.
Me too. That's why we get along.
That's why we
Power
get along
bottoms.
so well.
But like kind of like bossy power
Yes,
bottoms.
no. Well, it's like, you say that and everybody's inkling is like bottom. Like, no, bitch, we say who, how, when, how long, how hard, how big, everything.
A choke, a slap, or whatever you,
everything.
Whatever
We
you
literally lead the whole entire thing.
We do the work.
We do the work in
Remember
more ways
that.
than one. Remember that,
Remember
okay?
that,
Power
Tops.
bottoms forever.
Exactly.
So E, talk to me. You are a new transplant,
Yes,
right?
so I just moved here from the West Coast.
From California.
California. I'm going to be 3 months in like a week or something.
Wow, it's been 3 months already.
It's been 3 months already, which is crazy. Florida has completely welcomed me.
I know.
I was a little, people talk different things about California and Florida. So you're always kind of like, oh my God, am I going to do this move? Am I going to adhere to what people say about a certain place? Or am I just going to live my truth? And we got here, me and my husband. We love our home. We love the community.
that.
We're really happy to be here.
I love that. So you went from one state shaped like a penis to another state that's shaped like a penis.
So what you can take from that is that I'm obsessed with penis.
That's literally
All shapes and
that's
sizes.
literally what I'm gonna take
Yeah,
from that.
exactly.
So
Me too.
how do you go from Gavin Newsom, who I love, like when I lived in San Francisco, he was
Sure.
my mayor,
Your
right?
mayor, right.
How do you go from that to this horror that is DeSantis here?
Yeah, it's a huge culture shock for me. What I try to do is not live in a bubble necessarily, but
You
just,
live in Wilton.
I live Wilton adjacent, for sure.
Yeah.
But I live in
Oakland Park it's basically Wilton now.
It's very, very inclusive. You see every shade, every size, and it's very, nice and welcoming. But for me, I try to just take away that if my marriage is not being tampered with at the moment. If there are children who are safe and can be sheltered from some of the horrible news we see regarding trans youth and the Don't Say Gay, I like to do anything I can to help further that.
I love that.
But I can't necessarily live my life every day so angry about what's going on with Ron DeSantis. I have to take what he does and sort of like resolve it in my mind and in my world. So that's what I do.
I love that. And those are such true words. Like, you know, I'm also on Queer News Tonight, and we're constantly giving bad news, you know? And then there's times where I'm just like, I feel so heavy after doing one of those shows, because you feel all that hate targeted towards you.
And you attach. I just know this about you already. You don't shut off, with your work and your personal life. So it's like, it's hard to not take those emotions. Sorry, I'm Italian. I talk with my hands.
No, I love it.
It's hard to take those, not take those emotions with you home and feel kind of like shit about it, you know, all day. You know, it's tough. It's tough.
And our biggest way,
but it's important.
It's so important.
It's important.
And and I think what's important also is to keep shining. That is how we win. That is the only way that that's our only leverage, is to show how bright we can shine no matter what kind of hate is being thrown our way.
You know what? And there's always one child or a pair of children or someone somewhere else that always has it worse. So they're watching you and, you know, on multiple platforms and looking up to what y'all are reporting every week. So it's important.
It's important. Stay informed and stay educated. I'm constantly telling you folks that. So it's Eric's first time in bed with me, and I'm excited about it, and I have a feeling it's not going to be the last, so you'll be seeing more of this cutie in bed with me.
Honey.
And those gorgeous lips of his. I know you noticed. I noticed too.
I put a little bliss sticks on right before it. Just like, let's accentuate.
He spray painted the little freaking bliss sticks on. It was like, I'm like, what are you doing? Hold on, just putting a little chapstick.
In the parking lot.
It's all right, bitch.
They were looking at me out there like, who is that? What is he doing? That's why Luna gave me such a warm welcome when I walked in. She was like, give me those lips.
Give me those lips, baby.
She was into it.
Luna knows what's up. I love Luna. I consider Luna gender fluid. Like,
absolutely.
You know, she just loves it all, is good with everything, and that's why she's my
and happy.
So there's a lot of interesting things going on this week, Eric, in the LGBTQ plus community. Let's talk about some of them. Let's kiki on some of them right now, all right?
Let's do it.
So first, for Black History Month, I always like to spotlight Black folks that aren't usually celebrated, right?
Amen.
And today, but they should be, right?
Absolutely.
And this week, I want to talk about I want to talk about somebody that, is still alive. Like, we're constantly talking about people that it's like, yes, they did this, and this, and they died back whenever. Well, this gentleman did not, okay? So some rules are meant to be broken, and this gentleman did that. So this man is Cecil J. Williams, and that's who I want to talk about today. So he was born November 26, 1937, and if you think this is fake, you can go ask him, because he can still be found in Orangeburg, South Carolina, all right? Wow. He's a publisher and author and a well-known civil rights photographer. He has worked as a photographer for publications such as Jet Magazine, the newspaper, the Afro-American, and the Pittsburgh Courier. He was also a stringer for the Associated Press. He is an author of several books, among them Unforgettable, Orangeburg 1968, and Freedom and Justice. His work can be found in over 130 publications, 17 newspapers, 11 television documentaries, and in several museums and galleries across the country. He operates the Cecil Williams Civil Rights Museum in Orangeburg, South Carolina, and you could read all about him online. He was even on Oprah, and you could look it up under Oprah, oprahdaily.com/Cecil Williams. Incredible dude. What do you think about?
Incredible dude. I think that I wish there were more Black photographers celebrated every single day, not just during a month. I mean, it's huge accomplishments and things that you wouldn't hear about because of his skin color, which is ridiculous.
Which is completely ridiculous.
And by the way, I miss Oprah's show so much. I'm like, can she just do a reboot? Would this be the third or the second?
And would we care? I mean, Cher came back like 15 times.
Like 15 times, but do it on like Peacock, like one of those good streaming services.
Or like Paramount Plus, doing something like that. I would totally.
Or like Out TV.
Or an Out, because they need something fun.
Right.
What was I saw? What was she doing after that? She was doing like Super Soul Sundays and stuff like that, but it's not the same.
She still produces a lot of Broadway as well. Like her name is attached to a few different plays.
The Color Purple and stuff like that.
Absolutely. But I want more Oprah on my screen again.
I want more Oprah too. Yeah. And I have to give a big shout out to Elimination Onyx for giving me the information on Cecil Williams. Thank you so much for that, because what he was saying was so true. Was that yes, Black History Month is 1 month. We should not be celebrating just 1 month. There's so many contributions that Black queer people have given to us and and just our world,
Absolutely.
And not all of them are dead. We can celebrate some that are still alive right now, like Cecil. Thank you for all that you did, all that you're still doing by shining so bright.
Honey, like a diamond.
Is how we show people that we ain't going nowhere. So that was our spotlight for Black History Month. Next, Doritos. I know that you're still cleaning your
Oh my God, don't bring it up. I watched it this morning, so it's fresh. It's fresh. So I saw it.
Wait, let me set it up for people, okay? So Doritos Mexico is back with another heart-tugging spot for its Pride All Year campaign. Again, Pride All Year doesn't have to be just in June, like most people want to do it, right? So they're calling it Bold Love. The new ad gives a mix of heartwarming and heartbreaking vibes. It peeks into a private conversation between a lesbian couple as they drive down a long, dark road. While the girl is expressing her love for her partner, what breaks our hearts is to realize how much they will have to face to be with each other. Discrimination at the workplace, in public, and disapproval by family. The ad also shares shocking LGBTQ plus statistics at the end. Doritos, you got us. Lesbians will love you for this. Check out this video. Check out the commercial.
¿Qué? Te amo tanto. ¿Cuánto? Bajaría esa luna y las estrellas por ti.
No. En serio. ¿Qué harías por mí?
Ok. Te besaría enfrente de todos. Sin importar las miradas ni lo que pudiera llegar a pasar. Te presentaría con toda mi familia como mi novia, a pesar de que mi abuela y mi papá me dejen de hablar, me da igual. Te pediría que fueras por mí todos los días al trabajo, con un gran ramo de flores, aunque eso signifique que me corran.
Eso no vale. Tú no eres feliz en ese trabajo.
Me casaría contigo. Aunque no fueran la mitad de los invitados.
I can see the sun as close like as I once was, but I know it's still shining by our side. In my mind, this place becomes to disappear. I can still feel the air moving.
Stop wiping your tears off on my dog. Stop wiping your tears off on my dog.
Luna's drenched with my tears.
Lesbian love and Doritos equals me and E crying. What are we all talking about?
That
what do
was
you think?
a lot. I mean, listen, for me, I'm obviously not a lesbian. I have a lot of loved ones who are queer, and I have lesbian cousins, and I've just been surrounded by lesbian love my whole life.
Lucky.
So this, I am lucky. So this tugs on my heartstrings a little bit, because it's like, why have we not seen such a beautiful, inclusive commercial or ad like this until now? What are we waiting for?
Like, how is Mexico so
I have
ahead
chills.
of us?
Like, you see my goosebumps?
Yes.
Like, you know, like,
you have great legs, by the way. But oh my God,
honey,
yes,
yeah.
you do.
Thank
no,
you, baby. I have literally goosebumps.
because it's like
know?
feeling after feeling after feeling
Right.
after feeling. Like, as a lesbian, like for her to say, okay, yes, what would you do for me? Oh, I'd bring down the moon and the stars,
Right.
And then she goes, no, seriously. Okay, you read it. But I mean, she's like, okay, I would kiss you in front of people and not care who saw. I would pronounce my love for you in front of my family, knowing that my grandparents would have an issue with it. I would have you send me flowers to my work every day, just showing me how much you love me, even though I know it would not be okay at school where she works at. And
Fearless love.
Fearlessly. And
Yeah.
that last part, which always gets me, because, my mom didn't go to my wedding. My father didn't go to my wedding. My wife's mom didn't go to our wedding. You know,
I'm so sorry.
We invited all these people, and half of them didn't come because of that.
I didn't know that. That makes me so sad.
And
for
you know, and it was supposed to be the most important day of my life.
Yeah.
And
I hope it still was.
It still was.
Yeah, I hope it still
I
was.
know, and even though a commercial like this gets me, you know, because we have made such great strides since me and my wife got married. Me and her mother are on better terms. My mother has spoken to her now. It's slowly but surely. It's not on our timeline, but I know what that feels like when you're saying, I'm going to marry you no matter if half the people don't go.
Right. That's your person.
That's your
person.
person.
You know, and you do anything, just like the commercial said, for that person. And sometimes, unfortunately, just like you said beautifully, we're not on their timeline.
Yeah.
And family, friends, whomever, if they don't agree or don't see eye to eye the way that you do with your partner, then it's easier said than done, but you have to rise above, right? And it's like, sometimes that is just the hardest thing to do.
Yes.
I mean, it really is.
Yes.
But I applaud you.
Thank you, Edie.
And, you know, I just feel like we just got a little bit closer.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I love this commercial.
Yeah.
Show this commercial to somebody you love or somebody that needs to see this. Because even the stats at the end, like a lot of straight people don't know our plight.
Know.
They
Let's
don't
share it for Valentine's Day.
You know what I mean?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Like they don't understand. Like they just don't get. They don't understand what we go through. You know, like
it's very out of sight, out of mind for the straight community. If it's not like glaring in their face, they don't see it, and that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
So we have to share it. We have to make it more. We have to spread the awareness.
Yes, but
Absolutely.
kudos to Doritos Mexico for doing
Snap.
that. I mean, seriously, you know, it wasn't a big production. It was two girls in a car with a camera in the back. It really was not a lot.
But we said on the break, we said, why have Doritos Mexico just smoked our ass, basically,
seriously.
with that one.
Yeah, get rid of that
campaign.
ranch
Let's
one.
go.
I don't even like that new Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch,
shit.
get out of here.
That's not even that great.
Cheese or bust.
Cheese or bust.
Nacho cheese or bust.
Cheese or bust. You know what I had the other day, which is like totally bad. It's totally off topic. I never have Taco Bell, but like every once in a while when you're leaving the club at 2 a.m. and there's nothing else open and you know that you can get something real quick that will be $2.
Tell me. Just tell me. You don't have to explain to me.
I got a Dorito taco, E.
The Cool Ranch or the nacho cheese?
It was the nacho cheese.
I'm getting hot.
It was delicious.
I'm warming up right now because it's so good. Listen, there's something about Taco Bell. I don't know what it is, but it's the amount of like crisp on the outskirts of the double layered shell. I don't know what it is. I love Taco Bell. I don't love fast food, but I ride hard for Taco Bell. Yeah. Ride hard.
Thank you. So thank you, Doritos. Thank you, Taco Bell.
Sponsor, FAY.
Right?
Taco
Seriously.
Bell. Let's go.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Go for the border of FAY. Next, For the Love of DILFs premiered recently, and one thing is for sure, the daddies and himbos are here to make friends with benefits. While a certain segment of America is enjoying MILF Manor, this show was quietly brewing in a canal-side McMansion in Florida. Created by LTV, For the Love of DILFs is a gay reality dating competition series hosted by the one and only Stormy Daniels. You heard me right. The show is about two groups of cis gay men, daddies, and himbos, competing for each other's hearts and also $10,000. Apart from the spicy content of the show, Stormy Daniels has become the talk of the gay town.
Sexy, fun, ready to show you a good time. They're himbos. Confident, mature, ready to show you the ropes. They're daddies. Welcome to For the Love of DILFs. An epic romance is about to unfold as two groups of singles hunt for love.
He's my hope. This fine-ass man is literally everything I'm looking for. I would love to see what's underneath the shorts.
I'm just looking for love in all the wrong places.
Oh, and did we mention it's hosted by Stormy Daniels?
Now I'm gonna put my hand in my box and see who is going home.
At the end of this emotional journey, only one couple will be voted most likely to succeed and win a $10,000 investment into their relationship.
And I know one day, I'm gonna find that guy. I know, I'm ready to be in a relationship, and I'm sorry.
Do you go with older guys normally, or what's your...
I do.
No, not the forehead kiss.
We start with the forehead.
Oh, okay.
Growing up as a gay kid, you know, you don't see two princes falling in love. Maybe my fairy tale doesn't look like the cliche fairy tales that I've been reading, but everyone deserves to live happily ever after.
I've kind of been someone who hasn't ever really felt embraced by the queer community because I didn't fit into the box. I'm grateful just for this, regardless of like if I find someone or not.
But
there's always a but, especially in this house.
I have some bad news.
It won't be as easy as it sounds. Because in the DILF mansion, things get real.
Bitch, if you gonna be shady, like just do
I didn't mean it to be shady.
What the just happened?
I'm done, dude. I wish you all the best.
Bobby's like crying in the bedroom.
What you said, it wasn't really cool. You are baby daddy of the season.
Just when you thought you knew how dating shows worked.
What?
This isn't any love story. This is for the love of DILFs.
Will you be mine?
For the love of DILF. So, really, Stormy Daniels hosting a gay dating show? But, high point, Alex Ticas on the show, who I love. What are we all talking about? You saw an episode. What did you think about this?
Listen, I didn't know what a himbo was, that term before, but I guess like if I was single, that's what I would be maybe, because I prefer older.
Yes.
So, but I'm totally hooked just after that one little teaser trailer. But like you, I agree. I'm like, Stormy Daniels, although hasn't done anything wrong in my eyes, really.
No.
You know, I don't
Yeah,
really
she's
know
a
much
porn
about
star,
her.
and you know, her claim to fame was during the Trump crap that
Right.
supposedly he tried to pay her off,
Right.
and then her lawyer that she had also ended up like trying to steal money from her and trying to like, you know, threaten people out of more money and stuff like that, and then she ends up with this
They
little
gave
show.
her a key to West Hollywood.
Shut the hell
when I
up.
was still living
When you
there.
were still there, really?
They presented Stormy Daniels with a key to the city because of the whole Trump thing, and I was just shocked that how many people showed up for her. It was very strange.
Wow,
But
key to the city, man. They give those to anybody. I'm gonna go ask for one now.
I am kind of living for her like two-tone dye job though. Like, do you see the blonde on
Yes.
top of the black? Like so like 2003,
So
like
very.
throwback. But no, I'm hooked. I mean, I would watch it.
I would watch it too. Like,
Not
even
enough
with
money for the
cheesiness.
prize.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I agree. It that gives me like that. Remember Drag Race when it
Season
first
one,
started?
honey. Season one
when
budget.
exactly.
10 grand. That's it.
Where
That's what I
I
was
think it
about
was
to say.
10 grand, and
It
I think
was.
the lighting was a freaking mess. Everybody looked like crap. and-
Angina is a good friend of mine. She always says,
Little hat?
she always says they gave me that good season one filter, that terrible season one filter. She refers to it in all of her shows. It's hysterical.
And she's right.
It's hysterical.
So Alex Ticas, he is an adult film star as well, and he sometimes sits in bed with
He's
me.
been in this spot.
Yes, he has sweated right
Ooh,
there.
let me get it. You're rubbing all in, honey.
I love how you're rubbing your butt.
I'm
in
rubbing
it.
my power bottoms. We discussed. Alex, you've officially been inside me.
Oh my God. And Alex is just incredible. And he's like this bear looking guy. And when you see him, I can't lie, I was intimidated initially. You know, because
Really?
you have this misconception about...
Listen, sometimes we just judge a book by the cover, regardless.
Yes,
So-
and about what his job is and, you know, what it entails. I just expected, like, I don't know why I expected him to be mean to me. I
Right.
did, you know, and just
And
not
he
so
wasn't.
so sweet.
Right,
And
gentle.
he just, like a gentle giant. And we just sat here and talked shit, but like from dogs to serious things,
Right,
you know?
right.
And another reminder about not judging books by their cover.
Mhm.
You just never can tell
You
how
really
a person
can't.
is.
You can't.
know?
And normally when we do, it's like from something from within us.
Yes.
You know, like it's like an issue that we have with ourselves. That's why we're, so fast. But I never really, I don't live by that rule. Yeah, I'm not about it.
Good. No,
I'm
and
not-
I need to remember, and things like this remind me
Yeah.
to not, because
Totally.
we're just always we're marginalized, Eric. So for that
Absolutely.
reason, we're afraid to show our true 100% to people. And we
Absolutely.
don't show our 100% to
No,
everyone. And
because
then we
of that.
forget. And then we
Right.
forget. And then we're next to someone that's good. And we're like, oh, wait a minute. I could be myself.
Right? And then you just remind yourself.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
but what a mind fuck, right?
No,
like we
what
just
a mind
built-in
fuck.
forgetters.
We
Built-in
just went on a
forgetters.
whole roller coaster of truth, honey. Truly.
And you joined us.
Yes.
How was that ride?
You're welcome.
You're
For
welcome.
free. Admission
Mhm.
free.
Gratis. All right. The Tony Awards Administration Committee has announced the first round of 2022-2023 Broadway productions that will be eligible for nominations. Among them, 3 are from & Juliet, but one principal performer, Justin David Sullivan, has taken themselves out of the running due to the award's gendered performance categories. Justin David Sullivan, who identifies as non-binary, said, quote, "I hope that award shows across the industry will expand their reach to be able to honor and award people of all gender identities," end quote. Tony Award production statement on the matter said that they acknowledge the current categories are not fully inclusive and are discussing how to best modify them. "I think the award committee could have done it already. Isn't it high time that non-binary actors get their say? And that is why this non-binary actor boycotts the Tonys for representation." What are we all talking about?
So first I have to just compliment you on all of the topics that we have today, because they kind of coincide with one another, right? Like they're all really connected. I went to school for musical theater. I have a BFA in it in New York City. So this rings really true to me because since then, I graduated in 2010, a million years ago. Every program, musical theater program, tries to judge a book by its cover, right? Look at you and be like, okay, white, short, comedic, gay role.
That's
Got
it.
him.
That's all you're gonna play.
And then they share like the same music or content that they gave to the same person like 3 years ago with you. So there's nothing that's ever like inventive. It's just the same stuff over and over. So since then, that musical theater program has been reinvented. The director of it was fired because of this.
Because of that.
With the Tony Awards. So I agree with you. I think that it's been, why is it now that they're just coming up with this? I've been a fan of Justin's music before he was a Tony Award winning, a Tony Award nominee. So I sort of saw it from afar, like, oh, this could be a problem with the Tonys. I just don't know exactly how they're going to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, are they going to make a whole new category? Are they going to...
And is that disrespectful to just make a whole new category, you know? But,
exactly.
But I think that if anybody can figure out how to do this respectfully and the right way, it would be the Tonys, Papi. And this is why, because I mean, think about it. Musical theater.
Sure.
This is all, we're always gravitated. I can't act, I can't sing, and I can't dance, right? I'm a mess. But I've made friends with all the people that could sing, dance, and act because that's where all the queers were.
But you know, we need more queers. We need more people of color. We need more lesbian producers. We need more of that in the hierarchy of Broadway and Tonys.
Yes.
Because performer friends that I have that I'm still in touch with, you know, that's the main complaint. It's like, I mean, Brittany Johnson is the first ever Black Glinda who has played the role now for like a year and a half. Her last show is last night.
Oh, wow.
But to think that Wicked has been open for that long.
Yes. And this is the first Black woman to play Glinda?
And she says in all of her interviews, she interviewed with iHeartRadio and blah, this and that. And she just says, I just couldn't audition for it. It just wasn't open for me to audition with. So I'm at like, it's just, it's mind blowing.
Why wouldn't it be open? You know, like Black Ariel.
Hello,
why not?
why
She's
not?
gorgeous. She could sing. I mean, it makes sense.
It just doesn't make sense as to why it was never open.
We should be way past that, though. I agree with that. So I kudos to them for boycotting it. And
but we'll follow up with that because I need to know. That's some Tony T.
Yes,
that's,
and like what you said, it's like, how come now? Maybe it takes for someone to scream like they did to be okay. Now we have to do something about it. But why does it have to be that way? Like, why do we have to protest? It should just be, listen, let's wake up. You know, the woke culture is here, and it is not bad. It means include everyone. That's it.
Adrienne Warren, first lesbian to win a Tony Award for her role in West Side Story, the revival just a few years ago. Why just now? Crazy.
Really, the first?
The first. Like,
wow.
And lesbians have been around on Broadway, honey, for a second.
We have been around
since 1900s.
So
Phantom of the Opera, sweetie, you know, but it's just crazy.
Remember Cats? All lesbians.
You know, literally. Still, even the movie edition. No, it's we need more. We need more. That's the theme of this week.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, next. So trans masculine Sims players now have more tools to make their avatars look more like themselves. And I know that you're a war gamer and still play, so this story is definitely up your alley, okay? So the latest update to The Sims 4 includes new customization options, including chest binders and top surgery scars. As per the official website of the game's developer, quote, all players can find a body scars category with an option for teen and older male Sims, masculine or feminine frame, to add a top surgery scar to their Sims, end quote. The update also includes options to add medical wearables like hearing aids and glucose monitors, giving players with hearing loss and diabetes more visibility in the game also. Trans and disabled fans of the game are cheering for the update, and why the F not? This is a perfect example of growing inclusion and acceptance in the gaming world. Video game and scars and binding and all of that. Glucose meters, what are we all talking about? I love this story, like all of it.
Doritos Mexico and The Sims need to take over the world, okay? That's what needs to happen. I think this is absolute perfection on every front. I think not only does it make gamers who are often a shy personality type, who often escape into games and virtual reality. It was me for a second when I was discovering myself, but
and that makes sense.
You know, I was addicted to when we had dial-up, you know, like, and it was a desktop and all of that stuff, you know. But I played The Sims religiously, and I would sort of like build my fantasy life in The Sims. So
like white picket fence and everything?
I don't know, white picket fence, honey. I was a little rough around the edges. But like, you know, just a big house and, you know, this two men living in the same house. Like,
and it would allow you to do that.
It wouldn't allow you to like now you can like make it a relationship. You can write like husbands. But back then it would just let you put people. So you could put anything.
So even The Sims made us as roommates.
Exactly. But I think it's good on the front too that if like maybe it could teach parents of gamers a little bit too, if they see all of that on the screen.
I love that. Yeah.
And it just kind of normalizes it just as it should be.
Yes.
Right? So it's like maybe there's more to take away than just absolutely the gamer feels so comfortable, but hopefully the parent can see that, if The Sims are doing it in this universal game, then I should be fine.
But it's gotta be okay,
right.
You know? And we have to remember, and gaming companies and all that have to remember that inclusivity is just not black, white, male, female.
Right.
It's really not. There's a lot more to it. You know, again, not in our story, but kind of part of it, something that I've been seeing a lot now, and I don't understand why it's taken so long, is a lot more signing at events.
Love it. Love it.
I went to go see Tina. Have you seen the Broadway show Tina? It was incredible.
My mom has. I've heard great things about it.
It was incredible.
It was here, or you went to
It was here. It was in Broward Center
a
couple months ago, and it was incredible. But I was just so taken by the person signing that I was just like,
they had them set up.
They had the person set up.
I love that, right off to the side.
You know, we had My Hollywood Pride in January. They had the person signing, and I would go next to them and just mess with them. Hi, watch the FayWhat show Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Blah blah. And the person would be like,
right. I DJ'd in Palm Springs once, and they had them set up right there, and I was playing like, you know, Ratchet, and they were like, we loved your set,
and they had words for everything. But again, inclusivity, that person that's walking by that might be deaf or might have an issue with hearing, you just made them part of the event.
You made their whole month. They're going to remember that when they go, absolutely.
That's inclusivity. So Sims, I love that. And you know, it's like, to think downright to the scars, okay? Not everybody, we all have scars. Some you can see and some you can't, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to a trans man and them getting a mastectomy to get rid of their breasts, they have these scars, and for many, it's like...
It's pride.
It's pride. I went through this. I am now the man who I always felt I was. I am being my true, authentic self. I'm wearing these scars with pride, and now a gamer can do that to their avatar. Like, how dope is that?
My cousin Taylor is female to male, and he wears his scars with pride. And when I tell you, he was so excited to unveil them for the first time.
I love that.
I'm gonna get goosebumps again. It made me feel really good. So that's why I love this article. Yeah. I love The Sims. I love seeing it. Shout out to Taylor. I know you're watching. I know you're watching,
Your
baby.
scars are sexy,
yes,
bitch.
they sure are. They
Next,
sure are.
One recent post has shaken Twitter up. For some, life will never be the same again. This viral post is about the lyrics of one of Lady Gaga's songs. You think that the opening lyrics of Gaga's hit song, Just Dance, are red wine? You are wrong. I was wrong. I thought it was red wine. I was like, damn, I'd love some red wine right now. As per the tweet, it is red one. Okay, so that is actually a shout out to the song's producer, also known as Nadir Kiyat. And this revelation has put the internet on fire, ranging from incredulous people to defiant, from shock to protest. That couldn't possibly be, some people are just saying, no way, that can't possibly be true. I've been saying red wine forever. One grumpy user on Twitter said, quote, I'm always singing the wrong words, so I'll stick to that, end quote. What about you? Have you been singing the wrong words all along to different songs? Has someone misunderstood what you said, maybe? What are we all talking about? What do you think?
Listen, I get paid a lot of money to DJ, right? Like, I do pretty well.
Yes.
I thought that it was fucking red wine the whole time. The entire time. I thought it was red wine. Okay, I host karaoke. The lyrics are in front of my face. No clue. What I do think is cool now that I learned is that it was red wine, and I learned literally from you. Like that when I got the Kiki. Convict, the word right after, is the record label.
Convict.
So red one, convict, gog. So
it makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense.
She's not saying red wine, love convict.
Right.
That's not what it is at all.
But I'd be so confident sometimes with these wrong lyrics. Like, I will, go all in, and just think that I know, and I do not. There are people really mad about this.
There are, but just imagine, again, this song came out a while ago,
minute.
So people have been still rocking out to Gaga, for all these years in their cars singing red wine.
I think that she
and believing it.
She even thought it one day. I bet she said red wine one day too. I think so.
Well, and how the story came up was that somebody was actually at one of her concerts, and she said, and you can hear it clearly, red wine. And it was like, did she just say the wrong words to her own song? What's wrong with Gaga? Is she in the juice again?
Right.
And no, it's red wine all along, guys, okay? Listen, whatever you think the words are, you sing it, you blast it, you be you. No one's gonna tell you, hey, you said the wrong words.
There are gonna be people who don't believe you. Still watching
There's
this.
still gonna be people
who don't believe you. Yeah.
There's still people
I
like
already know
Facebook
it.
shit.
Right,
What is she talking about?
Comments right now, no, she's not. That's not right.
They don't know anything about Lady Gaga. You ain't one of the monsters, Faye. And I'm like, no, maybe no. Look it up, bitches.
Right.
I'm not lying. I never lie to you. You know that.
Exactly.
Finally, in North Carolina, there's a new DMV commissioner in town, baby, and he's dusting off the state's do not issue list for vanity license plates. The new DMV, Wayne Goodwin, the new DMV commissioner, Wayne Goodwin, is a former North Carolina State House representative and North Carolina Democratic Party chair. He said, quote, I don't know how long the terms that relate to the LGBT community were on that list, but with my administration, they are coming off, end quote. Time to welcome Queer Mama Gay Guy and many other queerer number plates in North Carolina. Lots of words unbanned from license plates in North Carolina. What are we all talking about?
Honey, I love that he's coming in, he's queening out, he doesn't care.
He's not cleaning out, he's queening out.
He's not cleaning it. He's doing a little bit of both.
I love that.
A clean and queen,
Yes,
honey.
yes,
a clean and queen. Listen, do we have banned on words on ours, or can we put what we do?
Yeah, there's some stuff that you can't put. I used to have FAY on my license plate for a long time, and I wanted to put Fay gay or fake or queer Fay, QUR, and they wouldn't take it.
Can you do if you made one letter a star, could you write gay? If it was G star Y, or would we get in trouble?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We need him.
We need him to come here
clean
and be here.
Clean out.
Mr. North Carolina, we have better weather down here. So do that, because I would, queer daddy or gay daddy or gay twink. Or all those would be great license plates.
PWR bot. Power bottom.
Power bottom.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
BTM, 6'9". Yes.
6'9".
Or 6'9".
Just the whole thing.
Or 6'9", for you.
6'9" for you.
Or
power bottom for you.
PWR BTM for you.
Don't think right now. What's your first one? Go. You're getting your new license plate right now. Go. What is it?
Fay queer.
That's it? Just Fay queer?
Fay loves queer.
Fay loves queer.
Fay heart queer.
I think mine would be Eric
Fay's
queer,
a queer
for
boy.
you.
I like that.
Eric queer for you. Fay queer boy.
I love that.
Boy queer Fay. Something like that.
Something like that.
What's your favorite?
Something like that. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that
that's exciting.
Yeah, and cool for North Carolina. How do you say North Carolinians?
North Carolinians? Linians? I have no idea. Carolinians sounds
Carolinians. Does
sexy.
That sound right?
It's probably not right, by the way. It's probably
I
not
know,
right. But
it's probably not right.
If you want to ride it out strong, just go with it. North Carolinians.
North Carolinians.
Carolinas.
I'm going to stick to it.
The
thing is that I'm never going to move to North Carolina, so I will never have to think of myself as a North Carolinian.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that you're represented. But you'll have cool license plates, and You know, I don't know what else you guys do in North Carolina, but you could read each other's license plates.
Yeah, and you can compare and contrast license plates,
Yes.
and maybe one of you has a more superior one, and then you can work it out in your local bar.
And then you're done.
Or library.
Over shots.
Exactly.
Either one.
Right.
Either a bar or a library. That's it.
Because
Yeah.
we love sober North Carolinians as well.
Yes, we do.
So, bam.
There you go.
Honey.
The FayWhat Show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America, and Hotspots Magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 37 years. Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. So, Eric, thank you so much for being on my show today. Like, what do you have coming up? Like, I know you're still traveling around,
Yes,
right?
I'm traveling around right now. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the show Dance Moms, but I'm their resident DJ. We're filming a new season for it, so that's literally all I can say. But other than that, you can find me at Hamburger Mary's. I'm still Sun Serve's resident DJ, so we'll be doing the Bahama Breeze karaoke party.
Yes.
I'll be at the gala with you, I
Yes.
believe, you know, so yeah, well, I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Oh, I know that
You
for a
know, I'm
fact. And you'll be
coming
back in bed in a couple of weeks also.
Perfect.
That's okay.
Yes, that's okay.
Yay!
As long as I can still rub in Alex's sweat.
Yeah. He's here next week, so I'll have him leave extra sweat for you, and I'll just
Perfect. And then maybe one time I can be in the middle of you guys in the back. Yeah.
I gotta think about that. I love that. I could just see me like slowly being pushed out. Me and Luna would be like out of here, like, but you guys have something to do.
You know Luna would stay.
Right, Luna? I gotta thank Eric, DJ Eric, for getting up early for the FayWhat Show. I know how hard it is because, you know, it's the morning and gay boys like to sleep late. Make sure that you follow him on social media. Hey, and if you need a great DJ that knows our community, he's the guy to ask, all right? So make sure that you find him online and follow everything that he's doing. We're so happy to have him here in South Florida. He has fit right in, and we're not letting you go anytime soon.
Thank you, Faye. I so appreciate that. I love you, love you, love you. And it's at Eric Recibo Spins. Super easy, just because I DJ. So my name, Spins.
I love it. I love it. Italiano. All right, so make sure you find him, all right? All right. Did you know the Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square? That also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church, located in Fort Lauderdale. We broadcast their Sunday service every week to more than 30,000 at 10:30 a.m.
I'm Karina Iglesias, a top 16 contestant on NBC's The Voice. The music industry is a variety of styles, types, and rhythms, and that is what fills our lives. That's why I understand diversity is so incredibly important in our LGBTQ community. And that's why Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
Karina Iglesias, I love her, I really do. She's just an incredible non-binary entertainer. Make sure that you follow her also. So at the FayWhat Show, we want to introduce you to interesting people that are important to our LGBTQ plus community, and today is no different. So today I'm joined in bed by Ariel Rivera. Yeah, you've seen him on TikTok. He's like a straight dude that just has a lot of gay friends, all right? Period. And calls other people out for not being so welcoming. His passion is to help people understand the LGBTQ plus community and help with funding resources. It matters to him that we all stay together as a healthy community. He promotes a spirit of diversity within the younger generation so they become understanding and accepting individuals. Ariel Rivera, welcome to FayWhat's Bed.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
How are you?
I'm great.
Oh my God. So how the hell did this all begin, Ariel? Like, where are you from originally?
Jersey City. And
New Jersey, like me.
Yeah.
I had no idea. The armpit of the United States. And that is why we're here in South Florida, because Jersey sucks. No, I love Jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Jersey,
Too
but
cold.
it's just
I don't
too
like
cold.
hate the cold.
Oh.
Can't stand it.
How long have you been here?
A year.
That's it?
A year.
Shut up.
Yeah, I got here a year ago.
Okay, we'll talk about the timing in a little bit about that. So it's clear by all your TikTok videos that you've got a lot of gay friends.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot. And you've made all those gay friends down here in a year.
No, a lot of them are from New York, New Jersey. I have some in Texas, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah.
Are you gonna be that dude? Are you gonna try to have like gay friends in every state?
Almost every state. Almost every state.
You know when people post like, okay, post all the cities you've been in. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna post all the cities I have gay boyfriends at.
Yep, and then I got the guys in Canada, Ibiza, London, Ireland, and it just stretches out to like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and
so you've always been basically a gay magnet then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, okay. Like I remember being a little kid and like knowing, I didn't know what gay and straight and all that meant as a kid, right? But I was always very attracted to like the effeminate guy, the theater kids, you know, that later on came out and
the fun guys.
Gay. Yeah.
The fun people.
The fun people. So is that how you think you've been attracted to having so many gay friends?
Because I was in the arts early.
Okay.
So I was into music.
You're into music, like, like production.
More into the production and the DJ side. So when I started hanging out in New York, I was young. I was just leaving high school, ditching school to get on a bus from Bayonne all the way down to Manhattan and going to the craziest, seediest nightclubs you can think of.
I love that.
And then meeting everyone.
I love that. Did you go to Limelight?
Yeah, at 20th and 6th.
Oh
Turned into Avalon, the old church. Look, when you walked into Limelight, that was a beast. There's people in cages dancing, doing some freaky shit.
Yep.
Then you walk all the way towards the back. You got a spider room that was all the way in the back corner. The DJ booth, the main bar, the dance floor.
Remember all of it, like you're walking me through. Folks at home, if you know what we're talking about, Limelight in Manhattan in New York was like the place to go to. And if you lived in Jersey where the club sucked, you would cut school to go to New York, or you would leave your family to go into the city and like really party. And Limelight was like the place to go.
It was the best place to go. And I still remember the layout because now it's a mall.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's a mall. They painted it all white inside. There's a whole bunch of lighting. But,
and it used to be a church.
And it used to be a church. But when you still go upstairs, they have that little priest and nun room that was up there. That it was like the forbidden room, you know? And the DJ booth was in front of it. And it was a lot of fun.
And so do you think that inspired you for your music and for...
It basically opened me up because these people, like the community itself was a whole different world. And
underground mostly.
But just meeting all the different type of people were cool. That's what it just opened my mind to everything.
And did they just automatically think you were straight, or was that something that was in conversation?
No,
and they were just fine with you being straight?
They already knew. Yeah, I was weird and awkward. So they were like, "Yeah, you're straight, dude."
But are we all? You know, and so that made you become this incredible ally that you are today. Like, I'm constantly saying that without our allies, we're effed. That's it. Like, we're effed. You know, for the most part, there's a lot of people that would listen to an ally before they would listen to one of us in the LGBTQ plus community, you know? So is that how your videos, your TikTok presence started? Because you just have like a random, it'll be like, hey,
I pick a random topic.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was crazy because a lot of my gay friends were like, dude, you got to make a video about all of us and let everybody know how we all met and how we do things together and how it's not, you know, like you shouldn't judge it. You know what I mean? And I don't judge it at all. And that's why I put up that video, gay friends and hanging out with my gay friends. I've laid in bed with my gay friends. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just two fucking people. We're not doing anything crazy.
Yeah, but other people, like, how about your friends or your family? Do they think that it's
absolutely
weird?
Not.
I don't want to use the word weird because it's not freaking weird. They're just we're in bed right now and we're not going to F unless I drink a lot.
Yeah, no. The good thing about growing up was my grandmother put this in my head. She's like, that's not different. That's not weird. That's just them. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So it was just...
So she put that in your mind already. Like, there was no malice to it. It was like, this is just how people are.
Yeah. She's like, you got it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's none of your business.
Okay. You're Puerto Rican. It has nothing to do with you, right?
Yeah,
like wherever you put your penis has to do with you. Wherever other people put their stuff has nothing to do with you. But you're Puerto Rican. I'm half Puerto Rican. And I know that a lot of my Puerto Rican family are like the don't ask, don't tell kind of folks. You know, like we know you're gay, but we're not going to talk about it, you know? And then you had a grandmother that was not like that.
No, she embraced it. Like, she was like, no, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
I love that. And did she have gay friends?
Oh, yeah. We had a lot. There's a lot of gays in my family. You know,
There are Puerto Ricans. We have a lot of gays in our family. It's all hush hush. A lot of it's hush hush, but we got a lot of it. And here's the thing: every family has gay people in it. Okay, if there's one gay person, there's a huge possibility that there's quite a few more.
Exactly.
In the closet or not. You know, if you want to talk about it or not.
100%.
You know, I know that you made out with a guy, and it's not that I'm laughing. It's just like. It's just, you know, boundaries. You don't have them. And I love that about you.
And there's a good backstory to that.
Okay, so
this is the time I'm living in Hollywood. And this is California. And me and my girlfriend, we were talking. She's like, hey, I want to go out tonight. let's go out. She's like, I'm in the mood. So I was in the mood because I really wanted to go out. So we go out to Avalon. So the second you walk into Avalon, there was a little bar towards the left and there's another one towards the right before you hit the main room, right? So there's a guy standing there. We're getting a drink. He looks at me. He's like, what are these faggots doing in this room? I can't take the amount of gay people that I'm around.
Ew.
It's fucking pissing me. There's faggot over here. There's faggot over there. So I looked at the guy next to me and I'm looking at him and he's just, you could tell he's sad. So I grabbed him and I start making out with him in front of this guy. This dude starts losing his shit. Like he's staring at me. And I'm like, is this faggot enough for you? I was like, I get it. Like, I was like, bye. Later, girl. And I grabbed my girlfriend. She's like, good. She's like, I was waiting for you to do something fucking crazy because
I love that.
I do shit like that. Look, if you're gonna knock him, knock me too, because I'm gonna take the front line.
I love that. So so did that boy ask you for your number after?
Oh no, we've been friends for 10 years. We've been friends for 10 years, and like,
are you serious?
Absolutely, we still talk all the time.
I love that. Oh, you swap spit. You were like, oh, we might as well be friends. What's your Facebook? Okay,
exactly.
You know?
And the girl that I was with at the time, she was like, good, and everybody around me was like, all these dudes are like high fiving me, like, dude, we were ready to fuck that guy up.
Oh my god!
Because they had no idea.
Did he leave or did he?
Oh, he walked out.
Yeah.
He didn't walk out on his own. You know, somebody said something in his ear and he just dropped his drink and left.
So this you're secure with yourself, Ariel.
Absolutely.
You're secure with your sexuality. You know who you are, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't affect you, something like that.
Not at all.
Wow. And so, okay, I know you're single now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl, start sending in your shit. I know. FayWhat, hook me up. Yeah, I know. But you had a girl at the time, and she was fine with you being that way. Were these things that you did all the time, or that you do all the time? Because I met you in Wilton, and I thought you were gay, because you're just there. You know, again, talk about like, you know, because in Wilton, you're gay until somebody tells you they're straight. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like everyone's gay.
Everyone. And you're wearing the cute boy summer outfit. You know, you're wearing the cute shorts with the wife beater, with the hat backwards. I'm like, oh, he's a homo right here in Wilton with him. You know?
I fit right in.
You do flawlessly.
I fit right in.
I mean, is it a gift? Is it a curse?
I don't know. It's a gift to me.
Yeah.
I embrace it. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
And what elevated me more with all of my gay friends in New York, you know, I became friends with Vivacious from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
We've known each other 22 years. We talk every day.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Every day we talk. And you start getting that knowledge. That's why I tell people, if you don't understand it, call someone in the community. Go to the community. Sit down. I was like, there's not one gay guy or woman who's going to deny you that knowledge of saying, hey, look, this is who we are. This is how we do things. You know, and don't jump the gun, like, you know, don't judge. Like,
education is key, and that's what people don't get. And here's the thing: you might get an asshole, you might get a gay boy, or you might get a girl that is just not having a good day, and so find another one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
don't say fuck these people.
Yeah, and that's what some people do. Just I tried, you know, and that's just not the case.
That's not cool.
It's not cool, and we're super marginalized. We have a ton of anti-trans bills that are constantly being thrown at us. We've got this "don't say gay" stuff.
This fucking state. I don't know. This guy, he can run a state. Let him do the financials, but let people think on their own. Like, that shit's not cool.
It's not.
My kids, I'm gonna give them a book. I'm gonna bring them somewhere. I'm gonna show them a video. Like, if this is who you want to be, then you go be that. If I had a son that wanted to wear a dress and some high heels, baby boy, let's go buy him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just do it.
I love that.
Fuck
it. I just do it. Just be you.
Exactly. There's no reason not to be.
I think that, but you know, you strike me as fearless.
I am. I don't care what anybody
Is that what got you in jail?
No, what got me in jail was a really bad deal. So I had a towing company in California, and I moved it to Nevada. I ended up buying $300,000 worth of cars I didn't know were stolen.
Holy crap.
I didn't know they were stolen until like.
See, I thought you were like a thug. It was like, yeah, I sold drugs, and that's how. And I was a pimp, and I had some bitches, and that's how I ended up in jail. No, like you ended up in jail
for 4 years. I got out 18 months ago. I moved to Philadelphia. I was there with my brother and his husband because I'm close to the both of them.
So your sibling is gay?
Yeah. He's been with that same man for 25 years.
I love it.
Jerry's amazing.
Hi, Jerry.
Jerry has these black boots with penises on the bottom of them. And he starts doing this little dance, and I'll yell out, "Yeah, give me some Beyonce, give me some Beyonce," and he just starts getting into it. I love that guy. He's amazing.
Oh my God, I love that.
But and all their gay friends, we all go out to the gay bars. Went out to Woody's in Philadelphia. We had a great time. But yeah, I'm not scared of that.
Okay, so you were who you were before you went to jail. In jail, everybody, you know, I mean, obviously jail is perceived a different way on TV than what it really is, okay?
Yeah.
But like what little people know that's accurate and fact is like, you know, most of the time the black go with the black, the brown go with the brown, the white go with the white.
That's a West Coast thing sometimes because it is very segregated. And it's terrible because it's very racist.
And where do the gays fall in that?
They fuck them over the second they can get them. They throw them into a PC yard. If you're in transitioning, they stop it, and they're not supposed to. You're not allowed to receive anything with pride on it. You can't
like
get your
through the mail or
newsletters,
anything?
Nothing. They stop that. And something needs to be done so where they can get these magazines because a lot of the guys rely on these news, you know, the forums and everything.
Yeah.
And there's sections in some magazines that they send out to people who are incarcerated for like moral support and like pen pals. Like,
yes.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Yeah. You got this. You'll get through this.
Exactly. And they don't allow those either.
Ugh,
and it's fucked up because I was talking to one guy who was he was transitioning and he had to play straight for a while. But finally somebody found out and they beat him up on the yard. It was all bad. And it was because, you know, he was trying to figure shit out and they wouldn't let him get his letters. They wouldn't do things. And I think he said he filed a grievance and then
They don't give a crap about that.
But just recently I think they started allowing them to get it. So
Did that, God, 3 years. You said 3?
4.
That's not a month.
No.
That's not a weekend in jail
No,
like
it's
I did
not.
when I was drinking, you know? That is 4 years of your life.
It's fucked
Perdido,
up.
gone.
Gone over me listening to somebody with a bright idea.
Yeah, when it's too good to be true, sometimes it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So I got out. Like I said, I went to Philly. The second my parole was over, I came to Florida. I knew I wanted to be here.
Okay, you were done with Jersey. You were done with that. You
Oh.
want to leave that in the past. Did jail change you, Ariel?
It made me see life differently. It did.
Like see life harder?
So
see
no,
life
when I
as
see people wasting their life away in time, you look at them and you're like, buddy, there's so much more to this than life. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do all of this every day.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna end up in the place that I was in doing more of nothing because you're in a room on a piece of steel, locked in for 18 hours a day, and you're smelling each other's shit in a room. And that's all you get. There's no education. You're not gonna get any. You're not going anywhere from that place. You're going home.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do anything to bring you up and get you out.
And this is the Henderson.
This was in Nevada, the state of Nevada. There was high desert, southern desert. I went to camp because I was low custody. And then finally I went to a work release. It was called Casa Grande. But you're allowed to walk out the building, go on the strip in Vegas, get a job. And I did that. It was the perfect setup. If every state had a Casa Grande, prison would work.
Yeah, prison, it's just prison. Like you said, it's not a rehabilitation. It doesn't help you
not.
for the future. And then once you get out, you can't even get a job because of your record.
If there's any type of law that should come out as the day you get out of prison, your record gets completely expunged. You've done your time. You've
That's it, it's
paid
over. Back to community. You're
That's
done.
it.
If you have a
Done.
restitution, fine. But I mean, yeah.
Not even if the restitution. If you can't pay off that restitution while they put you on work release or whatever you pay that restitution to until you end it, it should be over and done with, off your record.
You did a video, or was it like a short length movie? What was it about your stint in jail?
Oh, I did an entire. So basically, it's a series of videos.
Okay.
About each part from the court, from the arrest, the girl that I was with, what was said to that girl from the cop. I guess the cop told her that I was gay. She ran around telling people that I was gay and HIV positive. And then I started getting a whole bunch of letters in mail saying, if you gave my daughter HIV, some shit, I don't know. I was being called a dirty faggot in these letters. And these COs are laughing at the letters. They're like, dude, you got to read this. It's so funny. I was like, what's so funny about this?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it's.
Wow. And the fact
And nothing was done.
And nothing was done. And nothing would be done. It's
No,
like you're.
not.
I'm blown away by the fact that you can still smirk and go, you know, like it happened and I'm here and it is what it is.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Fuck him. They're the ones sitting there. Oh, he's gay. If you think, if I was gay, if that's a problem, then you're the one with the fucking problem.
well, completely. But is that where you find that strength to do these videos? And I mean, the subject matter of most of your videos has to do with either being gay, your gay friends, or you finding a girl. Or okay.
I couldn't get laid in a women's prison right now. It's so bad.
Shut up. Come on. That is completely. I saw you with like 2 girls on Wilton. Again, straight girls in Wilton. I wanted to sleep with him. What happened to them? It didn't work out.
Not at all.
Are you picky?
No. Right now, I don't think I should be picky, but But what if I am going to be picky? Yeah, I am. I do get picky, and it's not just looks. You got to have a brain. Can you boil a pot of water? You know, are you stable? Because stability, commitment, and honesty is what I want. If you can't give me that, then you got to go.
I love that. So, Valentine's Day?
Be by myself.
Okay, and that's okay.
And that's okay, and it's okay.
And that's
to do
okay,
that. Yeah,
because
exactly.
you also have to love yourself. I am a firm believer that if you love yourself, you're good. You know, if you're like, oh, I'm missing out on this, that, and the third, then sometimes I feel like you're pushing that energy away and not allowing it to come in.
Yeah, I don't think I'm pushing anything back. I think being by
I don't
myself
think so
sometimes, that self-care, that alone time is everything.
What topics do you think like, how do you come up with your topics for your videos? Do you see something like on TV and go, oh, I have to touch on that? Or, or this guy asked me this question, I have to touch on that. Like,
people inbox me. This is the situation I'm going through. Will you make a video and give me your opinion on this? So I take whatever questions they send me. I'll make the video as if it's, you know, like, well, sometimes the situations did happen to me. So I'll put them out there as mine, and then I'll wait for the comments. And then that person will be like, thank you, you know, like, and they'll read all the comments. And I sit there, I read through every single one, just to see what people are saying. And in all of my inboxes, I get about 800-900 inboxes a day.
What? Okay. Have any of those inboxes been something that you're like, I ain't touching that?
No.
At all?
Not at all.
Was there one that made you hesitate?
Nope.
Coño.
Not at all. Like, I got one guy, I forget what his name is, the gay guy, he's like 40 years old, and he was the one that said come up with the gay friends one. And then my friends were pushing it, so I just finally did it. So there's gonna be more gay friend stuff, because we're gonna talk about some other shit that went down.
Like what?
Well, the one gay friend that I hung out with, like the time that we all jumped in the shower because we were running late. So we were all in the shower, and then fucking housekeeping walked in, and the door was open, and there's like 4 guys in the shower. And she did one of these and stood there, and we're all looking like, what the fuck is she doing? I was like, this is weird, isn't it?
And this was before or after prison? That sounds like a prison shower to me. Like, hey, let's all get in the shower.
This was before, because we were all rushing to the bathroom. And this is why I don't like sharing room with gay guys, because they're like fucking 2 hours to spike your hair and throw on a pair of jeans. I'm like, homie, hurry the fuck up.
But I love their style, though. The next time that I have a hotel room full of lesbians, I'm just going to say that. Oh, yeah, we've only got an hour. Let's save water. Let's all get into the tub right now. You're so smart, Ariel. I'm learning so much from you.
It wasn't my idea. Shit, I went in the shower first, and then there goes a buddy of mine jumping in behind me. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, dude, we got to hurry up.
Okay, so if he says to you, my back, get my back, you're going to do it too?
Fuck it.
Oh, my God. I've never met a straight man that is so secure with themselves. Again, straight men that are, you know, cool with our society, they'll say that they are, but never like this,
dude,
you know?
I don't care.
This dude is like naked in bed with a lesbian, like, whatever. I'm like, oh, can I bring a gay boy in? Sure. There's space for him.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Make sure he's got cute feet. I don't know, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna do a lightning round with you, all right? And so like I took basically the topics, some of the topics of some of your videos, and I want you to tell me like in 5 words your point of view on that.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so
let's try.
Okay, let's try. Let's try. All right, lightning round. Boo, cops.
Terrible, waste of time, waste of money, and should be retrained.
Truth. Dating an older woman.
Could be a mistake, could be I don't know, dating an older woman.
How old are you? May I ask that?
I'm 40. I just turned 40.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
Poppy, 4th floor.
Yeah,
Yay!
exactly.
This is when everything goes to shit. This is when you find out you have ailments that your parents gave you.
I know. I've been to the doctor 5 times this year, and I haven't been to a doctor since what? The last time I went to a doctor I was like 21.
Are you okay? Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm fine. My penis is fine. I'm fine. What's your type?
I like black Dominican women sometimes. I don't know why, but
I like black Dominican women sometimes.
No, exactly. Look, to me, like I said, I really don't have a type, but my go-to, my preference, like when I was back home in Jersey, New York, were
melanin.
Black Dominican women. Yeah.
Yummy. Those Dominican girls are so hot.
Yeah, they are.
And they could do some hair. Okay, procrastinating. What do you think about that?
I do it all the time, so I can't talk about it.
Me too. Like it'll take me like 4 tries to leave the house. Because it's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I should do this first. Like,
Yeah, ordering an Uber here, I was just holding my phone like this, and I knew I had to hit, like, order Lyft.
Yeah.
And I just put the phone down, I'm laying, and I see that it's 11:45, then it's like 12 o'clock, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta do this.
Dated your friend's ex.
Oh, boy, no.
No, you said that fast?
No, that is such a stupid idea.
Have you tried it?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I had my friend's ex reach out to me, and that was a problem.
And you told your friend?
No, he found out when she got pregnant.
Okay. By you? No wonder the gay boys love you. You have gay boy drama. Like, except you get to have people get pregnant. But like, oh my God.
Yeah, yep. So,
pero eso no se hace, Ariel. How are you going to get somebody pregnant like that? There's this thing called condoms. They really work.
Sometimes they don't fit, and it's hard to get the bigger ones.
Do you have that big of a penis? Okay, here are my hands. Here are my hands. Tell me where I'm at.
You could use 2 hands and a friend. No, that's way too big. I'm not that big. I'm like, I don't know. Like probably there.
That's big, bro. That's big. Are you seeing this? And then, since he's Puerto Rican, the girth is gonna be like. I'm just telling you. Have you ever been catfished?
Tons of times.
Straight up, like someone has sent you like.
There was one time that was really bad, but then there was like 5 or 6 times in Vegas that it was just fucked up.
And effed up why?
Fucked up because 1, she was hot, but she lied, and the turnoff was the lie.
What did she lie about? About who she was?
About what she looked like. So she posted a picture of a friend of hers.
But she was still pretty.
Yeah, when she showed up, I'm like, why would you use a picture of your friend? And I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, you already lied. Like, that's it. That's how we started the relationship. Like,
all bad.
You couldn't even sleep with her and ditch?
No, I didn't want to.
Oh, she wasn't that hot then. Career or relationships?
I'll take a little bit of both because I want my career and I want my relationship.
And you think that you can have that balance?
I can. I've done it before.
You have?
Yeah.
Was it with that girl that left you when you went to jail?
No, God, no.
Okay.
I was going to leave her like a month before jail was even a thought.
But, you know, commissary is necessary.
Yeah, exactly. But she ended up fucking me over at the end, and it was really, really bad. So.
What do you think about social media? As a whole?
The greatest disaster ever created.
Because it's got so many great things to it. And it really has joined people that probably would have never seen each other and stuff like that. But it's also very drama.
It's a lot of drama. It sucks, too, because people talk so much shit. And it's a good way to talk shit and then hide.
Because you're hiding behind a computer or a phone.
Yes.
They would never tell you half that shit to your face.
That's it. You get Facebook muscles.
You know, where it's like when you call, when I'm, you know, like next door is an app and I'm constantly, when I post something, somebody will be like, oh, you're a lesbian freak. Stop posting on
really?
blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
I get bashed all the time. And I'm like, tell me to my face.
Exactly.
Like, let's talk. And that will be, not because I want to fight anybody, but that will be an opportunity for education. You know what I mean? To explain to somebody like, hey, me and my wife have the same issues that you and your husband do. You know, we fight about not taking out the trash. We fight about, you know, you looking at this person, you looking at that person. I mean,
or probably less.
Or probably less, because we understand the plight that we always have to deal with. Okay, dating apps. What do you think about dating apps? So I know that.
Disaster.
Okay, which ones have you been on?
Bumble, Tinder. I'm using Facebook now, and I think that's been more effective than the other 2. Match sucked. Match was just a bunch of fucking people who they throw these profiles out there. This is what bothers me. Looking for the one to spend all of my time with and travel and, you know, be a family. And then you're talking to them, you go out on these dates, and like 2 weeks later, well, I really don't have time for a relationship. So why the fuck do you? I was like, it took you longer to build a profile than it did to sit down and have dinner. I was like, what is the whole fucking point?
I've never been on a dating app, not because I'm cool or anything. I just never have. And so my friends say that Match.com has the highest quantity of psychos.
Yeah,
like
I
ever.
believe it.
And I'm like, really? Like,
I fucking believe it.
I would think Christian Mingle, personally, or you know,
Yeah.
Or J-Date.
J-Date, what is that?
That's for Jewish people.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was trying to get in there, but they told me no.
Yeah, I probably couldn't do it.
Probably not. Not with those dimples.
No.
What do you think about Grindr?
Dude, so Grindr's fun. So me and my friends set up a Grindr.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That
That was not what I was expecting with that one.
So we're sitting down in my boy's house, and he lives down in Miami, and he's like, there's no way you'll get more likes than his dude. His dude was hot. Like, he looked like something cut out of a fucking magazine. So I said, fuck it, let's try it. So we both set up these pictures. We set up our accounts. We put the phones on the table. I think I got 1,200 like hits within like 15 or 20 minutes. And he got like just a little under 200.
I told you. Listen to me. Again, you know, I don't think that you can make somebody gay, okay? I think that you're just gay, right?
Yeah.
But if shit doesn't work out with women, you've got a plethora of boys here.
Exactly.
That will be your daddy, take care of you and everything. You won't even have to drive nowhere, Ariel. You should
They can
really
drive
think
me,
about
right?
this. Yes. drive you in more ways than one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying the opportunity's there, Bobby.
I'm sure it is. I get it all the time when I hang out at Wilton. But man, Hunters? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I love it. I love it. I love
But
it.
mi amor, you're a tasty morsel. Of
You think so?
course. I know so. Like you are a pretty dude. And those got these little dimples are like, I thought it was straight for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It came in wet, you know. Ariel, thank you for being on my show.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying yes.
This was fun.
Like you're just such a cool entity. You've got this incredible energy, and I just, how can you not love somebody who loves our community? Like you wholeheartedly. I could just see you, old and gray, with your wife at the time at Pride. Like,
Yeah,
I just
right?
see it
Just
happening
hanging out.
with like your kids all rainbowed out. They don't even know what they are, but they're all rainbowed out at Pride. I see that in you.
I'm so for it.
And I so appreciate it. So
Thank
keep
you.
doing what you're doing. Keep shining. Make sure that you follow Ariel on TikTok. We're going to put the information down for you. Or contact me if you want to contact him. I will connect you to women. If you want this beautiful guy that has a lot of gay friends, and maybe you're in the market to have gay friends also, he might be the guy for you. So make sure that you contact me, and I got you. I'll take care of you. All right? So follow him on TikTok. Follow him on social media. We need more of you. So we need to clone your ass.
Yeah, right? Well, I'll do my best to help make more of me.
And I think you do that just by existing.
Because people need to go out there and really look at this stuff.
So last message to the straight people out there, the straight masculine men that are fearful every time they see a gay boy that they're going to go grab their ass or try to rape them.
Oh,
what would you say to them?
If you can go out to any kind of center, any LGBTQ center, sit down with somebody, I don't know, donate clothes, donate food, donate money. I think for me, the biggest thing is the undisclosed. A lot of those guys are just confused. A lot of the girls are confused. I met up with someone in Hollywood, and this is a true story. I was just walking to Avalon, and I see this guy, he's crying on the street. And I was like, hey, are you hungry? Because we were by a taco shop. And he's like, yeah, he was homeless. And he was just moving into the center that was there. And I talked to him, and he was ready to commit suicide. And he said, my parents don't want me doing this. He goes, I'm scared to be intimate with the person that I'm with. And I was like, well, are you gay? He's like, I want to disclose. And he wouldn't tell me. It wasn't until the end where he said, look, I'm gay. I have a boyfriend. I'm scared. This is my first time doing this. And me, my goofy drunk ass was like, dude, you don't have to kill yourself. I'll suck the dick with you. And then you have to just both go home. And he starts laughing. And he was like, well, thank you so much for that speech. I ended up buying him a burrito. We spoke for another 45 minutes before I went to the club. And then 2 weeks later, he was working at, Ripley's in Hollywood Boulevard and Highland. He got a job. He stabilized himself. I knew him for like 3 years after that. He did really well with his life, and then we kind of lost touch.
But maybe that conversation that you had that night could have saved that boy's life.
Yeah, and I think everybody should have those conversations with everybody, no matter how comfortable you are.
And everybody has the ability to do that. You don't know where that could come from. It could be the cashier at freaking Publix. You just never know
At
where.
the end of the day, that's somebody's son or daughter. You know what I mean? And you just got to do something.
You got to do something. You're
something
a lifesaver, Ariel.
Fast. Don't let people die. It's not cool. You got to be who you are. If you're gay, straight, bi, trans, be that. That's it.
That's it. Be that. All right. So make sure you follow Ariel, please, on TikTok and also on social media. He's always having incredible subjects that probably touch you. And if you have an idea, reach out to him. Obviously, he's got a plethora of subject matter, but I mean...
I'll go on anybody.
I'll go on anybody. He's like, I'll talk about whatever. As you can see, he's got no boundaries. He's got no filter. He just is who he is. And you can do that too, and I love that. Thank you so much for being on the FayWhat show. All right, we'll be right back. I love you. Mwah.
That was good.
It was good. Thank you. Finally this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye. What's on my mind? So you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about Kim Petras at the Grammys, baby. I just wanted to thank all the incredible transgender legends before me who kicked these doors open for me so I could be here tonight. That is what Kim Petras said in her acceptance speech for Best Pop Group Duo Performance. The 30-year-old pop star made history along Sam Smith as the first out trans and non-binary artist to receive the award for their song Unholy. Petras made a point of saying in her speech what she said, saying that the first transgender woman to win this award was not her. And while much of the media coverage of her win included that wording, some on social media, let's just say some gays on social media, took the opportunity to set the record straight and acknowledge that a trans pioneer of electronic music, Wendy Carlos, was the first woman to win this award. So today, LGBTQ+, we celebrate Kim Petras' historic win at the Grammys, but we also use this as an opportunity to show some love to electronic music pioneer and 3-time Grammy Award winner, Wendy Carlos, for breaking those glass ceilings. Wendy Carlos is the first trans person to win a Grammy. Kim Petras is the first out trans person to win a Grammy, and we are celebrating both of them in a big way. Wendy Carlos, we see you, mama. Kim Petras, keep breaking those ceilings, mama. Our trans brothers and sisters deserve all the light. Remember that, okay? That's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. I am really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ+ community. It's often hard for us girls. If we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ+ community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder to each other, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. Honestly, it's what makes us so damn strong. Until next Monday, world, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I am #ThatGirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #ThatGirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl, the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #ThatGirl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl, Latina, but she's you.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did, so make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started